All right, so for this review, we're actually checking out these awesome scratch maps we have here. So I've gone through a couple different scratch maps before. If you don't know what a scratch map is, it is a map of a certain area. This one is the scratch map of the world, planet Earth, as we call it. And this one is a scratch map of the United States. I'll zoom in and kind of do some stuff here later on the video. But with the scratch map, it's usually for like traveling. So if you've gone somewhere, you scratch that part off. So it all starts kind of like this, as you can see in this video. It's all gold, and I've scratched off the country of Egypt since I have been to Egypt before. I obviously have a bunch of other countries to scratch off. Same with my US one. This is Kansas. I'll show it to you in a second. But yes, I have been to more states than just Kansas. I've only ever actually been to Kansas like twice. Not the most exciting events of my life, I will say that. Anyways, so these maps come in a bundle, or at least I bought them in a bundle on Amazon, and they come in this sweet box. The box kind of looks like the maps themselves, as you can see here. And then you see all the different country flags on here as well. And then on here, I'll zoom in on this in a second as well. You can see all the flags of the countries across here. And then again, I'll show you all the states across here, and you can't really see it yet, but I scratched off Kentucky. I've been to Kentucky, and I'll show you that. Some other things that it comes with are these stickers. So if you have, I don't know, there's just different stickers for like food or whatever activities, just different things. You can write in a couple of them, and you can put them up on the map somewhere if you have something you want to put about one of the maps. I dropped the other one. It comes with, there you go, 3 of these sticker pads. And then this is actually, looks like a guitar pick. It's shaped just like a guitar pick, but it's like a really thin metal or really hard plastic. I can't quite tell which one it is. I think it's like really thin metal, but this is to scratch off the coating on here. And I'm actually going to scratch off one of the states here in a second so you can see what that looks like. But this is really helpful because I've had other scratch maps that weren't as helpful. So between this tool and what they made these in, like I'll show you, I'll zoom in here in a second when I flip the camera over here. But the coating on the actual places themselves is really smooth, and the coating is really easy to scrape off. So it's actually a lot better than some other scratch maps I've had. And this one is a lot more precise. Actually, both of them are a lot more precise than ones I've had in the past. Some of the ones I've had in the past, the coating is kind of off-centered on like where the place underneath is at, and like the lines in it match up quite right. So you go to scratch off Egypt, and you scratch where the line where you think the border is between Egypt and Libya, but then you scratch off a chunk of Libya too, so it looks all weird and discolored. This one's really precise so far from the ones I've seen. So just a heads up, it does come in this box. So what I did, since they get rolled up to where the face of this is on the inside when it gets rolled up, what I did, I just rolled them out and then kind of put them face down on the ground. So it kind of, the gravity kind of leveled them off a little bit better. And then I took rubber bands on each of them, and I rolled them up the other way and put rubber bands around them real gently. So it kind of forced it to go back the other way. So that way it wasn't trying to curl in as hard. And then I just put some push pins on the edges here. I'm not sure if you can really see that. You can kind of see this one right here. I got 2 on each corner just to kind of anchor them really well. So that's just some things like that that you want to keep in mind as well. So I'm gonna pause the camera here, and then I'm gonna go and show you as I scratch off one of these states how simple and how precise this is. All right, so to begin, I'm just gonna show you how precise these lines are. Like I was saying, see how here on Kansas I kind of scraped over that line a little bit. That line was lined up right down where it's supposed to be. And then on here you have like the cities and things like that. And I'm not sure if you, okay, there we go. You can kind of see the sheen on there. So it's really smooth. And then the coating is more like a rougher coating that you scrape off. So again, you can kind of see that sheen on there. And then down here, you have all your flags. And again, I scraped off Kentucky because I've been to Kentucky. I still need to scrape it off the map itself, but that's just a thing to do here in a minute after I'm done with all this, so you can see how much detail goes into this. And then even cooler yet, on the world one here, you have like it has like the lines with the different regions and stuff like that, and then the US has the different states, things like that, and then Canada has like the territories. And then you have this part in Europe has like a zoomed in area, so you have your regular one on the map here for Europe, but then this one's like more zoomed in, so you can see the lines better and scratched off better, because some of those European countries especially are really small, so it's really hard to scratch in there. But with this little guide here, you can actually get those, and then here's all the states as well, or states, all the countries as well with their flags. Haven't scraped any of these off yet. Where's one of these countries I've been told? I'm gonna scrape one of these off real quick. LMNOP. Oh, there's Norway. I've been to Norway. Oh no, I haven't been to Norway. Mexico. Where's Mexico at? Mexico. There's Mexico. So where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So I'm just gonna scratch off Mexico real quick so you can see how smooth this goes. So nice and easy. And then you kind of get that gold flaking kind of going on. So what I'll usually do, can't really do it in this setting, but I'll put like a paper towel or something like that underneath and kind of just wipe at it so all the flakes don't go all over the floor. Just kind of a heads up, but boom, just like that. Mexico, nice and simple. So I'm actually gonna show you this one more time. And we are gonna do, let's just do Colorado. So you can see how easily it just goes right through there, and then the precision of the lines, which makes it really helpful when you have this like pointy area, so you can kind of, oh, see, and I went just a little too far because it's super precise. You can see how easy that is. I've had scratch maps in the past. They didn't last long, but they were really tough to scratch, and if you scratch too hard, then you'd go through the bottom layer, and it was just a pain. Anyways, you can see how this is going. And like I said, I'll usually have like a paper towel underneath it, kind of pushed against the map. And then I'll just kind of keep wiping at it as I go, just so the flakes don't get too messy. But I think you get the idea. Gold Rush in Colorado. Anyways, I really like these. These are awesome. The flags, just the detail, everything goes into it. I think it's a great value. So if you're looking to get a scratch map, or even if you already have one, honestly, if you don't have these ones, I bet these ones are better. These are from Wanderlust Maps. So if you do any traveling and you want to keep track of it in a fun way, pick these up.